What's going on, 27? Ah, good to see you. Good to see you this morning, bro. Appreciate that. Give me just a second and we're going to get it started. Okay. Mic check. Mic check. That should be good. We should be good to go. What's going on, Life Changer? Changed the name. Life Changer? I'm not sure I know who you are. Oh, okay. What's going on, bro? Let's get into it. All right, guys, let's get it started. Don't forget to smash the like on the way in. If you're watching the replay, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you're new and you love cryptocurrency, you're in the right place. We're trying to minimize those losses and stack the gains. You're rocking with me the rest of this bull cycle. Let's go. Welcome back, everybody, to AJC, or Average Joe Crypto. We break down crypto simply and easily for the average person to understand, including the TA, including the price predictions. Coming at you live here. This beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I mean, it is beautiful. I'm looking out my window and it's so bright on me right now. I had to change my green screen settings because it's so beautiful outside. So first and foremost, good morning. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I am grateful to be here today. Grateful for this beautiful day. We've had some terrible things happen. But we are not going to let that deter us from the mission, right? Just like with Charlie Kirk, we're not going to let that stop what he fought so hard for, right? And so we're going to continue. We're going to continue. And we're going to keep on pushing forward here, and still fight for freedom and financial freedom, freedom of speech, all freedoms. I'm pretty sure that anybody in crypto, we all pretty much, we all want the same things. We all pretty much, no matter what walk of life we came from, we all pretty much believe and want to see similar things take place, right? Would you guys agree? I mean, we want to decentralize the world, right? We want to take the power out of the big hands and put it in the smaller hands, or in just more hands. Take it out of the hands of the few and put it in the hands of the many. If that makes sense to you. But with that being said, the greatest wealth transfer in history, along with the greatest altcoin season in history, is definitely likely ahead of us, and you don't want to miss it. You don't want to get shaken out. You want to be vigilant and prepared for what's coming. What's going on, TM? Welcome in, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Great to see you guys here. Honestly. So Dogecoin did get a crazy flash crash. I call it a flash crash. Somebody laughed on me on X. Somebody laughed at me on X. Because it was on the 15-minute chart. But hey, that is still a flash crash, bro. I mean, yes, considering it's short term, but when the price action drops considerably and fast and hard like that, would you not call that a flash crash? I call that a flash crash. What are you talking about? See, people are hating on me, man. Listen, it's okay that they're hating on me. Look. It's just a 1 minute flash crash. I mean, what are they expecting? Were they expecting it to be like a major flash crash? I mean, I still think that's a flash crash. Anytime the price action dumps hard like that and wicks back up that quickly, it's a flash crash because it happens in a flash. So, although I got hated on, I may have gotten hated on for that, but it did happen. This did happen. This right here was, I mean, that's a flash crash. You dumped hard, you wicked back up. That's a flash crash. But the most important thing is this chart over here, right? That's the most important thing, because look at where we're at. Look at where we're going. We are literally still at the resistance. When you have things like that happen, this was such a good opportunity. And you know what? I was talking about this to you guys yesterday. Will I get a chance? Will I get a chance to get in under 25 cents now? There was my chance, but it happened too fast, bro. I mean, we wicked all the way down to 24. Honestly, we wicked lower than that on weeks. On weeks, it wicked down to 24.1. 24.1. That would have been such a good entry. That would have been such a beautiful, beautiful entry. Yeah, that would have been amazing right there. That would have been amazing. But of course it happened. You know, this was, when was this? Was that just, don't tell me that was just an hour ago? No. No. What was I doing an hour ago? Did I miss this massive move right here? Look at that. You talk about getting ready to break the hell out, bro. Look at these wicks on these candles. Dogecoin getting ready to break out. Good morning, Deadwood. Oh yeah, the CPI data. You know, this is honestly the 4-hour or the hourly and the 4-hour chart for Doge is looking like it needs to pull back. If you want to, I mean, we can go higher, I suppose, but we sort of have, do we have, let's see here. We've got some divergence to look at here. We definitely got some divergence to look at. So we've got bearish divergence, right? I mean, when you look at the price action, I mean, I could pull up the RSI and take a look at it, but hourly, I feel like we've got bearish diversions, right? I feel like that's this right here, man. I feel like we got some bearish divergence going on the hourly Dogecoin chart. And, you know, should we get a pullback here? What's up, Ty Stu? Good to see you. Should we get a pullback here? I mean, on the 4-hour chart also. We should likely be expecting a pullback. Life changer, yes. I mean, it's what I do. That and YouTube, which we're still on our way to. We're still on our way to getting remonetized. So right now is kind of hurting, but it's okay. We did get demonetized last year. Or, well, no. That was 2023 we got demonetized, I believe. Manifesting it, man. Hey, I've been doing that for... I've been manifesting for... I don't know, the past 3 years, I think. What is this music, bro? I don't know. I don't know what that was, but that was beautiful. I really See, we're still below 25 cents. We're in an ascending triangle right now over here on the 1 minute. And, you know, this weekly breakout's going to be the one, guys. The weekly breakout for Doge is going to be the one. That is going to be the one. Yeah, the weekly breakout is going to be the one, guys. That is the one to watch. You know, we are right here at it now. And if we can manage to break out of this, that would be so beautiful. So that a pullback back to test the support, I would be all on board for that as well, though. Because, honestly, I would love to get in at 18 cents, bro. Wouldn't you guys love to get in at 18 cents? Right at support. Instead of having to risk longing at resistance, you know. We are at resistance on the weekly. So do we long it here and hope for the breakout? Do we wait for the breakout confirmation? Or do we wait and see if we pull back and get a lower entry? Crypto trader questions, man. I am full of them because, you know, we have to ask ourselves, what is the goal here? What is the goal here? Because, see, my goal is minimizing losses, minimizing risk. Not so much focusing on gains, more so focusing on minimizing risk and loss. Real quickly, before we jump back into the charts here, I do want to talk about a couple of things. Just a couple of things in the news today. Got some crypto news. Nothing too breaking, but, you know, 44 minutes ago, XRP flashing early breakout signals. You know what? In my opinion, XRP has already broken out, bro. XRP's already broken out. I mean, even if you... I see what they're looking at. I mean, I guess you could go ahead and connect the wicks. You know, I guess you technically would connect here. I mean, this was your first wick, though, over here. Right? That was the first wick. If you connect the second wick and connect there, we could go ahead and connect. Yeah, I mean, if we did connect it like that, then I guess you could say, I guess I need to reassess my XRP chart. Maybe this article did me some good. Maybe I do need to reassess my XRP chart here. Let's see. Well, what in the world? Where was that at? What did I just read, bro? Am I tripping? Let's see. What was I just reading, bro? I can't find it. Is it this one, maybe? I am tripping. I am tripping, y'all. I don't know. Oh, I know what it was. It was on TradingView News. I'm like, what is going on here? XRP flashing early breakout signal. Okay. I'm losing my mind, guys. XRP flashing early breakout signals. Is the wait over? So, you know, I guess maybe I do need to adjust my XRP chart real quick. If we connect those wicks here now, we did just connect here again for resistance. So this could be a good sign that we could be breaking out. And the measure move actually puts us at $4. Puts us right at $4 for XRP. So if we broke out of this, would put us right at $4. Oh, so you know, I had originally felt like we had already broken out of this, but you know what? I do kind of agree with this article. Because we are somewhat we have not actually broken out yet. Same with Dogecoin, right? Dogecoin is not actually broken out yet. So we are still in a good territory. You still have a good opportunity here, in my opinion. Of course, not financial advice, but man, if we dip, what a beautiful opportunity that would be. If we were to get a dip, right? If we were to actually get a pullback at resistance like we have before, because we did every other time for XRP and for Doge. So will we get another pullback down to that support? That would be beautiful. 100% beautiful. Now, there's only one thing. I mean, the weekly MACD is trying to push above the bars down here, and we are at resistance. I'd say if we pop above this, we get a pop above this resistance on the weekly, I don't think we'll get that pullback. Now, if we, in the next 3 days, when we have a new weekly candle formation here, in the next 3 days, guys, for Doge, if we have a weekly candle formation below the trend line, I'd say we could see a pullback. But it's right now. Good morning, little face tat. Good morning. You know, right now it's just very, very sketchy right now. We have to be very cautious right now. The crypto market is very sketchy, very volatile. And there's a lot of coins right now that are on the cusp of breaking out of major weekly patterns, right? Major weekly technical patterns for many altcoins, Dogecoin especially. I've got my eyes on this asymmetrical triangle for Dogecoin. But it's not the only one. There's a lot of other altcoins that are just coiling up, guys, ready on long-term time frames, ready for big breakouts. And you know, for people to be trying, you know, getting discouraged and saying, you know, oh, we're not going to get an alt season this time or whatever. I've heard the chatter going on, you know, it's like, we're getting an alt season, bro. We are getting an alt season. Dogecoin on the weekly time frame has a pattern, and the measure move to the downside is just not doable. So we are going up because Dogecoin is not going to 4 cents. It is not going to 4 cents. So we are going up. Once we break this asymmetrical triangle on the weekly for Doge, once we break that, it is off to $1. Off to $1. Right now, the short-term Doge price action is coiling up for a breakout as well. After this major flash crash here, major 1 minute flash crash. That to me is a flash crash. When the price crashes in 1 minute that fast, that's a flash. So right now, though, after this flash crash, Dogecoin coiling up here into a nice ascending wedge. Just waiting to see, you know, typically we have seen these more so than not pop to the upside, but, you know, we pretty much just have to kind of wait here and see what we can figure out. If we do go to the downside, where is it going to go? You know, makes sense that it would come back down to test that bottom there. Local low right here after that big dump. Makes sense that we would dip back down to 24.2. If it breaks to the downside, I would love it. Give me one more chance to catch that dip. Let me catch that dip. TM, what's going on, man? XLM, and is that Telcoin? Nice, bro. Nice. Very nice. Guys, thank you for joining us this morning. Really means the world to me. We've got some new people joining us, new people hopping on board with the community, showing up in the live streams and commenting in the chat. And I just want to say that I appreciate you guys, and I'm very, very grateful for you guys being here and sharing these moments with us, because, I mean, man, we are going to have some amazing live streams very soon. Just wait, especially when things really pop off and I start making some good gains, because you guys know how I roll. You guys know how I roll. If I'm making good gains, we're absolutely 100% going to be giving back a little to the community. And you guys already know that, of course, our milestone giveaways, right? Subscriber milestone giveaways. We gave away $500 in Bitcoin when we hit 10K subscribers. And we will do some other type of giveaway when we hit 15,000 subscribers. Some very good gains are coming. Very good gains, TM. Very good gains are coming. We're going to lock that in. Ross Busters, what is going on from Scotland? Welcome in, bro. Good to have you, man. Let's get some of that. Let's get some of that. You guys, I think I'm going to restart the stream. I think it'll do us some good to restart it. Honestly. I think I took too long to I think I took too long prepping, and you know, sometimes I think Greenfingers made a good point one night. He said that those long intros sometimes can hurt the streams, and I feel like it has. But I could just, let's see. Frostbusters, thanks for hitting that subscribe button. I did want to just go over a few things, so let's do that first. This article from Yahoo Finance is telling us that XRP, according to these analysts, could reach $5 by Christmas 2025. That, my friends, would be nice. A $5 XRP would be beautiful. That'd be a great Christmas gift. And look, there's the wedge, man. There's the wedge or descending triangle that I was just looking at. Life changer, you got on. Did you say you went long or you got out of your long? There is the XRP descending wedge, descending triangle. That is the one. You know, this happened. Senate Republican John Kennedy apparently said, "I don't think we're ready," in regards to the GOP crypto bill. Senate Republicans are facing an intra-party cryptocurrency clash. A senior GOP member of the Senate Banking Committee, Senator John Kennedy, said Wednesday that lawmakers should not rush to advance a cryptocurrency market structure bill this month, casting fresh doubt over Chair Tim Scott's pledge to do so. "I don't think we're ready," the Louisiana Republican said Wednesday in response to a question about advancing the bill this month. "People that I talked to still have a lot of questions." I know I still have a lot of questions. Bro, just because you ain't ready don't mean we're not ready. Right? The comments represent the most serious warning sign yet that Kennedy, who previously expressed concern during a committee hearing about passing a crypto bill that is heavily influenced by the industry, could be a roadblock to quickly advancing the measure. He is at odds with Scott and other committee Republicans behind the market structure effort, who have vowed to advance a measure by the end of the month. Spokesperson for Scott said the South Carolina lawmaker and Banking Committee Republicans believe advancing a clear bipartisan framework for digital assets is long overdue. "This is not a new issue," said the spokesperson Jeff Naft. "The original Responsible Financial Innovation Act was introduced by Senators Cynthia Lummis and Kirsten Gillibrand in 2022. So we all know, we remember, we like these two. And members have been working towards a September markup since June, receiving thousands of pages of feedback and hearing from roughly 160 stakeholders. The bill in question would overhaul how cryptocurrencies are regulated by divvying up oversight of digital assets between the Securities and Exchange Commission and the Commodity Futures Trading Commission. A group of Senate banking Republicans finalized a draft of the market structure bill last week, and the House passed its own version of the measure, known as the Clarity Act, in July. Congress passed a narrower Senate GOP-led crypto bill known as the Genius Act in July that created new rules for so-called stablecoins that are pegged to the dollar. But broader market structure legislation is the top priority for crypto firms that have poured hundreds of millions of dollars into Washington influence efforts in recent years. Kennedy says, as important as the Genius Act was, it was a baby step. This is a full leap, and we've got to get it right. I mean, you know, I do agree. In somewhat, I do agree. Maybe we do not need to rush things. We do not need to rush passing a crypto bill of this magnitude. Like he said, we do need to make sure we get it right, but we also don't need to fall behind and procrastinate too long, right? The rest of the world has been, well, other than China maybe, and I don't know, I don't even know. You know, China's, of course, has always been anti-crypto and anti-Bitcoin and trying to ban it in every single bull run and bear market. But, you know, we cannot fall behind. We already kind of did a little bit, right? Whenever we well, under the last administration anyways, when we fought against crypto so much, we were already falling behind when it comes to the rest of the world, right? You had El Salvador already adopting Bitcoin while we were still trying to fight it. So probably should start doing futures on ETH, Deadwood. You know what? You're probably right. You are probably right. Because as the SEC chairman Paul Atkins says, crypto's time has come. And I agree. It feels that way, does it not? It does. It feels that way. Plume's chart. Let's take a look at Plume. Do I still have Plume up here? Don't guess I do. Let's see. Anyways, that's MYX Finance for anybody that's interested. It is trying to break to the downside, it looks like. Honestly. Could the hype alone maybe pump it some more? I don't know. It's overbought like crazy, bro. It should be coming down. It should be coming down. Oh, I do have Plume up here. I sure do have Plume. Look at that, bro. Right up into this box, man. When did this happen? Was that recently? Did we bounce up into my box? Guys. Win ETF. What's up, Tech Stack Money? ETF launch is incoming. But we also have CPI data. That came out today. Let's see what we can find out here. So whenever I have tried to figure out exactly when the ETF launches, it seems as though most reports are saying set to launch today. So this could imply the go live for the actual trading of the DOGE, ticker DOGE, DOGE ETF. The actual trading may start at any time today. This is very imminent. This is expected to launch today. And, you know, we are already seeing the price of Doge react to this. Will we get a sell the news event? So a couple of other things that have yet to be confirmed fully. The exact structure, how much will be Doge versus how much will be derivatives or pegged to other assets, which matters a lot for risk exposure and how much it truly moves Dogecoin's liquidity or institutional adoption. And the CPI data, month to month, the CPI rose 0.4% in August, after 0.2% added in July. Year over year, inflation is up 2.9% for all items. That's the largest annual increase since January. So the inflation number, the CPI inflation number, was hotter than expected in some respects. Markets had anticipated a smaller monthly increase in CPI. Because inflation is rising, especially with shelter cost up, it adds pressure on the Federal Reserve's policy decisions. But there are also signs of weakening in the labor market. Interest rate cuts are still expected, probably a modest cut, 25 basis points at the Fed's upcoming meeting. But the hotter inflation may make some members of the Fed more cautious. And, you know, the CPI data, absolutely fueling this flash crash. 100%. Now that that's over with, now that we got the CPI data out of the way, can we get on with alt season? Can we get on with alt season? So a couple more details on the Dogecoin ETF. Obviously, we know that it will be the first ever United States exchange traded fund built around a meme coin with no declared utility beyond speculation alone. Absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. You know what? We're gonna restart, man. It is 10 a.m. We are gonna restart real quick, guys. For any of you guys that do want to come back and join us, I appreciate you. See you there.